Welcome back to another Create Mod episode. In the last one, we made the system you see behind me. If you missed that one, I designed and built in this world a blaze cake farm. This thing is obnoxiously complicated and is pretty slow. I think it's one blaze cake every 90 seconds or something. It makes a bunch of blaze cakes. We have 59, which is a ton. And if you don't know how blaze cakes work, if we just right click a blaze cake, oh, I have some in my inventory, on a blaze burner, it turns into a blue fiery boy. This thing then makes liquid hyper experience. I don't think I can actually see it, but at the top of the blaze enchanter, you can see that we have 318 millibuckets in there. It makes liquid hyper experience, which we can then use to get efficiency 6 or unbreaking 4, or we can't get soak detrimenting, or swift sneak 4, which I am so excited for. The only issue is that it is so expensive. We currently have swift sneak 4 in there, but we need 886 millibuckets of liquid hyper experience, which means we need like a stack of glowing sacks, a stack of lapis, and a ton of XP, which thankfully we do have because we have our XP farm just below here. If you've forgotten about this, that makes sense. It's been like 40 million episodes since we've set this up. We have a bunch of blaze spawners, a skeleton and a zombie spawner, and then their XP just gets yoinked and taken up here to our home, which means we basically have unlimited XP. We can't get unlimited lapis, but we can, and thank you all so much in the comments for telling me this, we can get unlimited ink sacks, and not in the annoying way that you think. We could just turn coal into water, and then we have a 25% chance of getting ink sacks, which isn't great odds, but we can compact charcoal into coal, and then coal into ink sacks, and charcoal, we have unlimited wood. We have a wood farm right here. I think I'm honestly throwing out probably hundreds of stacks of wood at all times. This drawer is full with 16,000 oak logs. We have 16,000 birch logs, 16,000 cherry logs, and 12,000 spruce logs, all of which I'm literally never going to use. So I might as well route at least some of this, probably maybe all of this, since we're just, what are we doing here? What is the plan? I think I'm just planting these oak saplings, so I don't know why I'm not just routing this whole, or maybe just the oak saplings bit, over to here, creating a quick little charcoal thingy, and then making coal, and then ink sacks. Ink sacks, if, again, you didn't watch the last video, what? You can turn into glow ink sacks by putting this bad boy in front of a soul campfire, like we would do here. If I just put ink sacks in here, it'll get dropped out, the fan will push it, and then we'll get glowing sacks. So we can automate that really, really easily. We'll just have to get the glowing sacks up into this barrel or on this belt or something, and then we'll be good to go. That'll be the main order of business today. But first, I can't run any more machines at a time because we are out of stress units. Right now, I'm running nothing. Well, I say nothing. We have 60,000 SU remaining out of our like 133,000 from our one steam engine up on the roof, which is good. But if I come over here and turn on any of these farms, so in order to get copper, I need to turn on that one. That takes like 10K, that takes 15K. If I turn on any of these, we will get overstressed really quickly. So let's try it. Turn these on, and it's gonna stop working in a second, I think. I might be lying to you. If we come over here, turning on those farms, we have 16,000 remaining, and our hyper experience blaze cake farm, in order for that to run, takes like 10 or 15K, and we're basically overflowing. Most of the machines are turned off, which is why we're even able to run those. So I think just for ease of use, we should finally use one of the other smokestacks on this building, because we only have one working right now, for a steam engine. And the great thing is that I can just copy this schematic and put it right over here, and have the magical schematic cannon do it for me. So that's what I'm gonna do. So this isn't like a crazy schematic cannon tutorial or anything, but if you haven't ever used schematics, they are really, really cool. I need to make sure that this is the right height. So what we're doing is we're just like selecting all of the bits that we want. But why do we not have enough heat? What's your problem? Something's not working properly. You. Oh, is homeboy too far away? Oh, okay. Well, I just found a flaw, I guess. So this is, let me get it. This is the farm, we can actually remove all of this lava here because I was using it for automatically generating lava with dripstone and cauldrons and stuff. But then I got the big old hole in the other building and now I don't even need it. So I might as well just tear this little part down and it'll actually save quite a few resources. Oh dear. Okay, that is why you have to be careful. We have to wait for this to speed back up, but then it will. This has been a chaotic first little bit of the episode, so I do apologize for this. But we can now go through here and remove all of the cauldrons and stuff. And I will need to... All right, there we go. I will need to just connect up another mechanical pump here that will just give us the little bit more distance that we need to power this one blaze burner, because that's actually reduced our rates by quite a bit. I think it's reduced it by 10,000 SU, which would explain why we're actually not getting as much stress units as I would have anticipated. Oh wait, hold on. We're just not getting any lava up here. Ah, what did I break? There we go. Okay, so it wasn't a skill issue, it was just a brain issue. Which is great news, because I have those all the time, so I know how to fix those super easily. And we should be getting lava to all of these, and the heat is back to level 9. Great, fixed. Back to the thing at hand that I was going to try to do ages and ages ago, but I wanted to take my time, I suppose. So schematics are super great for copying something that you already have. It could be a build, it can be a redstone or a create mod contraption, it can be really anything. And just copying it over to another place. So if you're building like a giga base and you want like 500 steam engines, doing that by hand would take literal decades. So the schematic and the schematic engine just like places it in for you and helps you survive a little bit longer. And this is just going to be rooftop steam engine. This is flashing like crazy. I apologize if you have, what's the thing? Epilepsy, don't look. But if we get in the schematic cannon, we can then throw in a book and we'll get a materials checklist. So obviously we're not going to just use any of the deep slate stuff that it needs for us, but we can include everything else and then it will just build it for us. And it's only 5 pages of stuff, which is not too bad. And if you put an inventory next to it, the schematic cannon will be like, oh, hey, you have items, great. And it'll check off everything that you already have. So like cogwheel, depot, mechanical arm, all this stuff. So we just need the first couple of pages, not including, again, the oak leaves and any of the tough or deep slate or whatever. So now we just need to quickly gather some materials. This isn't going to even take too long. I think the hardest thing to get is going to be copper, which I have been farming pretty much nonstop because it's so hard to get copper. I think potentially in the future we might want to make a bigger copper farm. But yeah, let's get to material gathering. And the theme of this material gathering session is just not having enough copper. If you didn't know this, everything uses copper apparently, and I wish I made a bigger copper farm. So next time I will. Oh, I'm so poor. Well said. And then after copper, we need to get a couple of blaze burners. We needed 9 in total. And for some reason, my audio was bugged. I couldn't hear the blazes. I forgot a blaze burner. Shoot, I still have a blaze burner in there. I accidentally placed it in. And then obviously back to copper grind set. We needed so much copper. After getting all the copper that I needed, we went back and got it crushed. But I already had crushed copper in there before I even put in the copper that I just mined. So we actually had extra. And now we should have all the materials that we need, except for obviously the building blocks that we are just not going to include. We have gunpowder in here. That should work great. We want to place solid with any. Yeah. And then skip missing blocks, protect block entities. Yeah, bro, go. Go for it. Do your thing. Is it going to work? It feels like it's working. What we do need to do, since I didn't include this in the schematic, we are going to need to route a pipe over to the blaze boys. Thankfully that's easy because you just dig hole and then you're there. And then once this is done running, I will verify that I have all the pipes that I need. And actually maybe I should just go and get them because there's no way I have enough fluid pipes to connect up all the blaze boys. All of this copper stuff is so expensive. In whatever next series that I do, we are going to get like, I think a whole building dedicated to just getting blocks on blocks of copper is gonna be worth it, because this is easily the hardest thing to automate because you need a bunch of andesite and diorite and stuff, and it's so laggy. At least client side it's laggy. I hope it's not laggy like server side if I make a server and run that on something. Who knows, honestly. Are you done? No way. Oh my. Really? Suppose we are done. Okay, great. All right, so now all we have to do is connect up these blaze burners to lava and then get in the water and everything, and then we should be good. Did it get overstressed again? Are you kidding? I left you alone for 5 minutes. All right, that is why I have to turn off all of these farms at all points. Will you work now? Please and thank you. What? It's allergic to working. Okay, it turns out I missed a cogwheel and that I'm allergic to letting it work. Okay, now we're good. We have water in there, allegedly, and this is kind of a big allegedly. If we connect up shafts to these steam engines, should just start working. Okay. That feels like good news. They immediately connected up. This is a level 9 boiler. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm actually so surprised that that worked first time. All right, so both boilers are now in. Let's see if downstairs where we have the stressometer, if we have 300,000 stress units total. Nope, we're still only at 150. Oh, that's because I haven't hooked it up. All right, this is kind of a big deal to verify before we actually connect it up. The things need to be spinning the right way or it will just immediately break. And they are not. But now they are. Great. And I think if we just do that on the other side too, it'll be okay. Nope, this way was going the right way. Okay, now we should have 300,000 stress units, which it looks like it. Yes, 215,000 remaining out of 300,000. Amazing. Now we can finally get to the main bulk of the episode. We need to automate ink sacks, which shouldn't be too bad because we have a tree farm. We could just pull wood over, make charcoal, turn the charcoal into coal, turn the coal into ink sacks, turn the ink sacks into glow ink sacks, and then we have glow ink sacks. We'll need to move everything around though. So I guess let's get charcoal going. Charcoal is gone, as in the past tense of going. We set up the whole thing, and I probably should have recorded more of it, but I was like super in the zone, and you can't break the flow. Not when you're in flow state. Okay, let's explain what's going on. We got a belt. The belt is coming from over here. There are trees, they do stuff, and then they go timber, and then you get the wood. The wood go over here, get cooked, turn into charcoal. That's that thing. Charcoal squooshed into coal. Coal, drop out, turns into ink sacks with a 25% chance. Ink sacks sit on this boy, sit on that boy, get haunted with a double stack fan setup that I thought was pretty neat. And then after that, the glow ink sacks drop down, go onto this belt, and then are happy and in this little tube thing. Now I honestly don't know if it's worth it, but oh my goodness, this actually took quite a long time, and you can tell that because this has been running and this is a slow farm. So it's been going for at least 3 hours. But now we can just like have a system that right clicks or fuels the blaze burner with a couple of blaze cakes automatically if we wanted to, or I could just do it myself. And now we are automatically creating liquid hyper experience. And I forgot to turn on my sound. So there you go, sound. We have hyper experience. We actually have 985 millibuckets. We already have Swift Sneak on this bad boy. Let's throw on Swift Sneak. Give me something good. Actually, I already know what it is giving me, so it can't give me something better, but Swift Sneak. So normal speed of crouching. Swift Sneak 4. That is so fast. If we walk normally, normal walking speed, is it faster? I think it's the same exact speed. That is crazy. We can now build along like a pillar and go the same speed as if we were normally walking. This is wild. It feels like I'm going 100,000 miles an hour. All right, now to get the actual cool stuff on everything else. I want to see what Depth Strider 4 looks like. Soul Speed 4 is going to be so fast. And then obviously Feather Falling 5, Protection 5, Unbreaking 4. Let's get all of that on there. As you can see from my inventory, I went mining and got some more lapis. And then I also killed one of those ghost guys that I've seen in like way earlier episodes. I wasn't recording because I was like, I don't care. But we have a ghostly pickaxe, which is something they drop. So I'm honestly gonna enchant that with the Blaze Enchanter. If we have enough hyper experience, we should. I think with this much, we're gonna have over 1,000 lapis. Because if we crush it, I think we get like 12 per or something crazy. Yeah, 11 per. Oh my goodness. Stacks on stacks of lapis. So that should be enough to enchant everything that we need. So let's, I suppose, get into a enchanting speed run session where I sit here and enchant stuff, and it's really good for content, and you all will enjoy it because it's so entertaining. That was definitely entertaining. You have to like and subscribe if it was. Okay, great. We now have everything fully upgraded. I actually put them in my backpack already because I was stupid, but efficiency 6, unbreaking 4, sharpness 6, efficiency unbreaking. Silk touch and mending can't be changed, but if fortune 4, that is wild. I'm so curious if that is actually better than the crushing wheels that we have downstairs, because the crushing wheels give you basically 2 diamonds every time, which I guess is worse than normal efficiency. But if we do something like redstone, you get 7 and then a 50% chance of 8, and I don't know if fortune is better, but fortune 4 might be. And then we also have depth strider 4. I want to try that. Feather falling 5 is crazy, and soul speed 4. I want to know how fast those are. So for depth strider, it's going to be really easy. I need to take this off, but okay, that doesn't feel that fast. That's so anticlimactic. This feels like normal swimming. Okay, well, let's head into the nether and try soul speed, because I think this is going to be fast. I don't know if soul speed 3 gives you like speed 2 or something. Okay, this also feels the same. All right, well, swift sneak is the coolest, but that's why I guess it costs like 1,000 hyper experience to enchant. But still, why is there sheep sheep parts? They're so scary. You spit at me? Gross. We're going back in our home. I do still want to try out this ghost pick. It was from killing that dumb idiot, and I want to see if it's actually fast. Let's head over here to the stone plains. I don't know what these are. I doubt it's going to be Instamine, right? Wait, it is. It just has less durability. Is it like a gold pickaxe? Is it that type of thing? If I get haste, can I mine deep slate? You can Instamine tough. That might be good news. Oh, you can't Instamine deep slate still, even with the haste. Okay, well, time to leave. I feel like that was a very successful adventure and an even more successful enchanting session. I want to see how fortune works. So I think normally you get up to from 1 to 4, and it is affected by fortune. No way with fortune 4 do we get 1 raw iron. Okay, I don't believe it. We're trying this again. Oh. 4 is pretty bad. Another 4. 1. This coal drops 1 to 4 on average. 1. 5. 3. 5. That's 3 on average. Is fortune broken? It must be broken. It's gotta be broken. Because how else? Fortune 3 would have done better, I think. If the odds of coal is 1 to 4, I'm annoyed about that. That sucks. What the heck? And I think that's a good point to leave this off at. We have fully upgraded tools, the max that you can get, the fully upgraded armor, the max that you can get, netherite, and I guess the brass jetpack, not netherite, but it's pretty cool. And we made all of this today. We have the fully automated glow ink sac system from the tree farm over there. We get charcoal to coal to ink sacs somehow. I don't ask me how that works. To glow ink sacs into the liquid hyper experience. All we need to do is get a couple stacks of lapis, and then you can fully upgrade all your gear. So it's really not that bad. In the last episode, we made the blaze cake stuff. We could maybe even mess with making a max level steam engine if we wanted to with this design, and maybe just beef up the farm here a little bit more. Speaking of steam engines, we built an entire other steam engine, fully doubling our stress units that we're able to use. I still need to put the campfires up at the top here, but we could do that in between episodes or something like that. We made a fully second steam engine, and I honestly forgot to do this, but look how far we've come. This used to be a mountain, and now it is a mega factory with a beautiful train station, a cool, like, futuristic kind of nuclear facility thing with a big cube, and then our little old home that it's been overgrown and looks a little bit cooler than the first time I built it. And then how can we forget the courtyard with the trees that took so long to make but looks so cool. We only really have one more building left to go, and that is over there. I still don't know what I want to do. I might just do a like cool Arc de Triomphe. I'm fluent in French. Yeah, come at me, bro. We might just do a cool like archway here that like goes off into the sunset, and so you can have the train go by, and I think that would be really cool, but I think we'll see. So thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to like. If you're new to the channel or you're not somehow subscribed, which would be wild because we're on episode 41, I think, you better subscribe. You might as well. You got to the end of this video, which is impossible to do unless you're a professional pay attentioner. That's a word. All right, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace.